girl Sash, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So in today's video I'll be doing a story time on when I was in an entanglement and the person girlfriend found out. Before getting to the actual video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, you know the vibe. So babies, we're on the road to 10k subscribers, and I'm begging you please just to share the videos after I post them so that more people can come over and subscribe so our family can grow. So yeah, let's get into the video. So this person and I met and we were texting, you know, for a while, you know, interaction, and then we finally got somewhere, the two of us were, and we see each other and whatever. So yeah, so we were texting, you know, basically getting to know each other, chill. No bad intention wasn't behind it. It wasn't really my intention to talk to the person like that at first, you know, but of course we're human and we start conversations and it leads to certain things and whatever. So we were, you know, just texting, getting to know each other, everything. And my friends and I at the time decided that, well, schoolmates, classmates, decided that, you know, we're going there to chill for this night, whatever. Real hot girl shit, period. So anyways, we went. When we went, you know, he was standing up with his friends and stuff. I would say good night, we asked for a table, we got to a table, we sit down, everything. But a table across from us, there were some other females sitting there, and I think one guy was there, I don't remember. So while we were there eating, you know, we were just talking and whatever. Conversation came up, and a girl that was sitting around my table knew the guy's girlfriend, and she was sitting around the table across from the table I was sitting around. So anyway, she started talking, and she started telling me about the girl, which school the girl used to go, telling me the girl don't live in Jamaica. She basically just started telling me the girl business and the girl and the guy business, what she knew. You understand what I'm saying? I personally never know the girl. That was my first time seeing her. I never know she was a thing or whatever. No disrespect, by the way, but I'm just saying, you know, when I never meet somebody, but somebody I tell you about the person, I just make you know that I never know her. So anyways, she was talking about her. I'm like, okay, interesting. But when I was texting him, we never did talk about things that you shouldn't be talking about inside of a relationship either way. So I never feel no way to say, oh, he's trash because he might text me, I said this and that, and him have an old woman. So there was no hard feelings there. We were just cool, you know, nothing of that. We were just cool. We were just chilling. We were just texting, and that's that. So anyways, when I was leaving, while I was there, he was just casually coming over a table, you know, to check if everybody good. It wasn't nothing personal, like he was having any certain interaction with me alone and not everybody. Him come to the table, him ask everybody if them good, or was the service, you know, him just genuinely did a check up both in place. Get me? And when I was leaving, I never know it's other peeps like that, so I never hug nobody else or say bye to nobody else. I hugged him when we were leaving. You know, we pay our bill and we decide we're leaving. And before I left the place, I hugged him. Anyway, all of that past and gone, we were still texting. Keep in mind, you know, I know one bad thing about home girl, which is his girlfriend now, because of course, girl that was around my table tell me what all things about him and the home girl. So we were still texting, casual texting, nothing deep. So I decided to pop the question, in which I knew the truth, but I wanted to see if he was a man and not a boy. So I wanted to see if he was going to lie about being in a relationship and having a girlfriend instead of just saying yeah. So I was texting him and I'm like, so you have a girlfriend? He's like, yeah. So, you know, I have to give him respect, because I'm saying a lot of men, when you ask them that, instead of them saying you them have a girlfriend, them go around you or say them single, I don't lie. Somebody give him that, to be honest. So in terms of saying I have a girlfriend and she don't live here. So when him say she don't live here, I'm gonna say okay then, fine, no threat. First thing first, I have never ever, before that I was never the type of person that was ever interested in talking to somebody while I'm in a relationship. Like, me, none of that. Like, I'm not part of the man squad, and that's just that here. So that wasn't a thing in my book or whatever, but anyways, in be honest, and you know, I did rate that because you know me I say enough man do say so. So I'm explaining to me the situation, you know, how the relationship set up and whatever. So I'm so okay then, fine. Anyways, time and time goes by. We're still texting each other, still texting each other, still texting each other, still texting each other. It was close to my birthday and I never had plans to do anything, to be honest. And then the last minute, a friend of mine hit me up and she's like, oh, you're not excited, whatever. I must say, I never got to this before and it seems like a big thing, but I never got to it before, so I'm kind of skeptical or whatever. My other friend hit me up and she was like, what are you doing for your birthday? Anything you're doing, just let me know. So I'm like, okay, then fine. So I started planning things for my birthday, but then I started talking to him about it and he's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do this and that. So I'm like, okay, then fine. Unfortunately, I started looking my place late because I'm the first time I go that I never know it was such a big thing and everything. So I started looking my place late. Anyways, I found somewhere. But you know, because me and my text and you know, conversation I get interested, I was like, okay, you know, mentally I said, okay, let's see where this goes, because in the back of my head every time this is someone that's in a relationship and I never want to be seen as a like homewrecker or whatever. Even though I don't married, I still respect people's relationship. But you know, sometimes whenever you act girl shit and you say you know care, it's not, I wouldn't even say I never cared. It was just that in the moment thing. First off, when it started, I kind of felt bad. But I was like, I never feel too bad because the person don't live here. You get what I mean? So anyways, I was looking my place and he was going to do the same thing. So he's like, oh, you know, I get my place from when and he was helping me get my place. The weekend come, everything. We go wherever. So the first event, we never really, you wouldn't really know that we went to the party together or whatever. So anyways, now the next party come, me and my friend them go to a party there too. So I say, alright then, I go chill with my friend them, and my friend that went with me the weekend, she never go to the first party, but she came to the second party. So we were there, we were party, my other friend, my party, and then realized that him just keep on one of the clothes. So at one point I said this kind of feel weird because like I'm not afraid somebody still will snap a quick pic or go to him girlfriend and say something or whatever. So yeah, really and truly I never asked. I don't think at that time I asked about the history. I think I did because I have a tendency of asking people like, oh, no, I'm gonna talk for, you know, I really want to know. But then a part of me was like, maybe she's somebody that people don't really know like that, so maybe that's why I might do whatever. But anyways, I was living in the moment, to be honest. So anyway, all of that happened. We went to a series of events and, you know, we live our best life. I enjoy myself, to be honest. That's my best birthday ever up until this day, because it was just fun. I was just having fun. My friend was there, and then my other friends were at the other events, and then on my birthday night, you know, it feels special because my other friend that was in wherever the parties were keeping, she was around me. You know, I did just have fun, like fun. I was just really happy that weekend. So the weekend gone now, everybody come back home. They say that's on the 3rd. Then I was like, yo, life short. You know, like, we just would have talked about enough things. We could have reasoned with the person. We just did sit down and talk about every little thing at that time. Like, we used to talk about so much. It would have motivated me motivate him. Yeah, in the moment, it was fun. We learned enough for one. You know, it be always pushing to be a better person, although I was always that person. But you know, that person constantly remind me that yo, you can do it, and it might hard no, but you know, he was that person. Emotionally, indeed there, physically, indeed there. He was just very supportive, and one thing, he might go get things done. So at some point, but he kind of even forget same about our relationship. But then, you know, little things are gonna happen, and sometimes they'll just get shown off and stuff like that, and it was a case where it reached a point where I would say to him that, you know, you need to tell her that, you know, we're talking, because I start feel guilty at this point, because I say, me would want my man to do that, like, I don't live in Jamaica and my man cheats, like, I would at least want to me, men will be men, and I think I would rather know who my man is talking to than him out there wilding. I don't have a clue. So I was saying to him, say, yo, tell her, explain to her, say she don't live here, and at least have a personal girl where she know of. That is just my take. If I was in her position, I would want to know. So I was telling him to, you know, like, tell her, make sure know what's up, because it don't look good, because she'll go hurt more when you find out whatever. So he was talking to me, and my sister me say, yo, I know the easiest thing for just get up and tell somebody where they would for much years say this or that I have to somebody else. And I understood that. That's fine, because, you know, we're females and things just hurt we a different type of way, especially when they know you're with somebody where you love, you're doing so much for, and them there with somebody else, which I kind of understand because she do live here. But anyway, that's that. But I start feel guilty at that point, because I just didn't know such a exist, and I'm around, and then I realize that me anymore like super close, and I'm like, this is crazy. So anyways, we still that they were live, this, that. The person have a business place, and I went there to do something one time, and I post. So when I post, he reached out to me, and he was like, no, repost it and tag me. So I said, tag me? Anyways, I delete it, I'm gonna repost, I'm gonna tag him, because, you know, I am not the person taking that big step to put anything out there. And if you say tag you, then I go tag you. And then I'm like, we don't come again. It's fine, because this is strictly business. You understand? There was no bad intention behind it, because I know I never tell myself to tag him for like putting on out there, or me no way. Some say, okay, fine. I go tag him. I tag him. Of course, she hits him up after about the tag, because she me tag him. Obviously, she come from my page, and whatever the case may be. I added highlights, she watched my highlights, and she see things where that kind of shows say would they are the same place type of vibe, in which I'm still getting no other story from that. So anyways, no, it's a case where she see what she see, and she call him, and Indy get upset, because I got upset, and I say, yo, like, I think when did I say, yo, I'm tired of this, and if you just tell her, and my sister say, yo, and I say, work, I'm going to stop make certain things get to my head. She just this and she that, because I don't know why she had this and she had that, and I just business, and you know, well, me understand say business are business, but I know sometimes we as females we feel something, and we go work with we feel. So if we feel like you want that person there, you want that person there. So she was just working out how she feels, and that is fine. So anyways, that did happen. Going further, you know, I decided to not post me no more, because I can't set the back and forth. And when the upset and I mean the our first argument and I did, because if my sister is someone of make it stress me out, and I really business, you know, so deep, and him just pissed off about the fact that she did make things seem bigger, even though things was actually bigger, but that post meant nothing. It was just for business purposes. So anyway, that gone, you know, me in a fair eyesight now, because whatever. Time and time pass. She would go on my Twitter, she would be on my Instagram, I knew her personal page, because he sent it to me. You know, he didn't send it to me and some other pages, but none of those pages were watching my story. None of those pages, well, I don't really know who my sister is not parent, but none of those pages watch my story, in which she would always know what I post on my story. And then she used to always make some things on my tweets. She feels about she, and she would always message him about them, and she would text him, and I say, oh, this, that, one bag of foolishness. And I think at one point he was saying to her, like, leave the girl alone, she not trouble you, she not accept you, and you know the whole rest. Oh, woman say, the fact that she don't even know me personally or have nothing bad to say about me, you know she gonna talk about physical features, this. Even though she have her flaws, and I never talk about them or disrespected her or make bad comments about her, because that is just me. Anyways, me and that person still a talk. I'm not pay she in a mind because I'm just not pay in a mind. Like, I wasn't making her be a bother to me whenever I go up on her page. No. First of all, I'm one of them shit, but I was just living my best life. I was enjoying whatever it was while it lasts. But I was just doing my thing, he was doing his thing, and with it cool. Fast forward now to one day we had a conversation, right? You know, we always just have conversation. It was never always about relationship, like we would reason about every and any little thing, right? So one day we were talking and he was like, they don't like him, I say something about woman, and I say, man, I go to them shit regardless, so me rather know who my person I talk to or whatever. Then I think the same day something happened. She reached out to him, we had an argument, and then I was talking to him, and he was saying to me, say, you want me to stop talking to her and talk to you alone type of vibe. And I sent a voice note. And I said to him, say, to be honest, I would rather know that you're talking to her, because I know how man stay, and you can tell me saying not wrong, I out there wilding. So I rather know who you're talking to or who you're entertaining or doing things with. So I can say, okay, I know about this and that, then you're doing things behind closed door and I have no idea. But in the voice note, I basically did mention her name. The voice note there did, under the I recorded that voice note, a specific person that was my, I don't know what I said. A specific person was at my house when I sent that voice note. The person wasn't in my room, but the person was at my house. That person knew my passcode, and then I understand why I must say that later on in the video. So anyways, I send the voice note, him answer, that's behind us, still a live life, whatever. And he end up went away for something. And before he left, I saw the phone I had. So I had one of his phone. He never did nothing to the phone before he gave me the phone, to be honest. And me being a female, I went through the phone because I just must say, I saw a lot of things in that phone, and just to say, if I was a messed up person or wanted to cause harm to anybody, I would have taken things out of that phone, a lot of things that I saw. And I never do that. Whenever ever forward up to myself, when I eat, because even when I had that phone, I bought my phone like shortly after, but he wasn't here. Whenever like forward nothing outside the phone to my phone, I had no ill intentions, to be honest, because I'm genuinely not that type of person. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody have the phone, of course me I read out all me, I go through all of the messages with him and other girls. So this is when him a female woman, him a me, and he was still texting other girls. But ended up doing things. So every night I would ask him about another one and this and that, and ended up getting annoyed. This was why he was away. I'm never really care, because you're not being 100 with me and you're not being 100 with her. But whenever I send to me, I still message. I kind of use my game, which I kind of don't, because I wouldn't really know about these people unless I went through the phone. But this picture of the same girl, like enough pictures, and there was just so much things in that phone. And I'm saying, like, if I was as like messed up person, would I do shit? If I had bad intentions, I would have. I had the chance to. I had the old phone with so much stuff in there. So me end up buying my phone, take my chip out of the phone, whatever. I put it on the phone because of course I never like the need for have it. I use my SIM card went back in my new phone. So one day I was, you know, have my friend. I was staying at my friend at this time. One day I get a call. So I answer the phone, so I'm like, hello. He's like, you know who talking to you? So I'm say, yeah. So I call him and he say, oh, you know. And I'm like, because I have a number saved. Because I have a number saved. It's somebody who close to the person. So he call me and I say, what happened? So I say, what do you mean, what happened? He might say, somebody creates a fake page and send a voice note to the girl. A voice note with me talking to the girl, and he was telling me what time was in the voice note and everything. And then I said to me, say if I send it, and I said to him, say no, like why would I send that? You understand what I'm saying? And then the person who created the fake page was basically talking about stuff that I told them, like, oh, him buy me this, him buy me that, and you get a message like the person just said that tell her things. And apparently they were saying at first the fake page messaged her, and she blocked the fake page, and the person created another fake page and messaged her. I think that's how they said the story go. So anyway, my sister him saying no, I don't know about that. I wouldn't need for create a fake page. I'm like, first of all, I have this person's phone with so much things in there, so much things. If I did have ill intentions, I would create a fake page for give myself. I would create a fake page for like make sure know some of them shit there. And I would create a fake page over, because that's just not me. But I say like, I would create a fake page for something petty like that, for just make sure know the way I talk. I never care whether I not know, to tell you the truth. So, because at this point, why I never cared to was because I saw all the things she was saying about me. You know, as I said, she never really know nothing about me. Like, she didn't know nobody who ever talked to relationship-wise or not. But she was just like saying things like that big face girl day and da 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 da. So at this point, now I see all the message here. All of my little pity and guilt somebody afterwards, she just gone.
Until you diss me, I now got diss you. You see me, a girl will start at respect. I respect you first, I roll the red carpet. But you see when you make the devil trick you, and you lose your way, and you part, and you go over the disrespect line. Then you're going to send me to the matrix.
Yeah.
And then now, I'm going to unleash and spread out like a beach towel. Yay.
Because I said, girl, you're rude. This and that do you, I can't see even to Adam, and I never talk about it. I never talk about this or that or whatever. Because I'm just not that type of person. You get what I'm saying? Even though in this video, I'm not going to talk about your flaws. I'm not like that. I've seen flaws. You have, you know. And I'm not my business, because that's not my business. You know what's wrong with you, I know what's wrong with me, and we good, we keep it pushing. So that was just that. I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm not care. So at this point, when him come and tell me that, man say, I don't really care whether I should know. Like, what's Mr. that message there? Me crash she off. So I'm not afraid for she I get bun no more. She just I get bun, and that's that. Because if it's not me, it's gonna be somebody else. Boo. So anyway, the person come and message and said, no, that's not me, because first of all, I wouldn't need to do that, and that's something I started to the person. So how the voice note was sent was somebody was for them phone and record my phone with the voice message. That's how they basically tell me. And they must tell me, oh, what the person say, what him do for me, what them see, what will go, what him buy for me, say him narrator, some other foolishness. And I said like, who could do that? So like, I'm tell you, me get very emotional that night there. Not because I was afraid of losing this person because it got so close or anything. But it was more like, it is just so sad that so many people that would know about the situation would think so much, like so bad of me and think I'm a bad person, when genuinely, that was never me. That wasn't me. And that's not what I'm saying. And then my parents say, but when I'm a friend, them would do me, fraud them, because I don't know if I know the right word to use. I'm going to say the F word, but, and the P word, but never mind. Yeah. One of my friends them like super fake, because who else did I get that voice note there? Also, my 3 friends them that knew about her relationship. One of them, she never know about his own girl. And the next one, she was here from the start. And there was so much other things she would have said if it was her, and she never said. And some things when he mentioned to on the fake page, she never knew of. But she, you know, she wasn't there from the start, but, you know, but it tell her to me because we were super duper close. And she had the pin to my phone, and she was on my house today when I sent that same message. So anyway, I'm gonna call all of them, I know what I know, and them I said no, and them the one money they affair was, it definitely couldn't be she, because she just never knew enough things. She just didn't do that boy a lot of things. She just knew I was talking to the guy. The other one, as I must say, it would be she. The next one and a she, but the first she, they keep on like ask me like every day, like gonna talk and reach out to. She was just always questioning me about the whole situation, and I said, no girl, we don't talk. Whatever. So then now him come and he reach out to me, because I remember I had his phone, and then something must do with one of him phone them after that. So him reach out to me and he said to me, say this and that happened. I said, okay, see your phone, and we were like reasoning about the situation, and he told me that him didn't know whenever me send a message, him actually said to her that him don't think of me, because personally I think over a period of time of him being around me, him realized that I am not that type of person. You understand? And I can look here today and look in my camera and say that was never me. A lot of things happened after that. We kind of showed me that it was a specific person, but I just put that behind me, you know. I don't hold no grudge. I just want to say people are people, and you cannot trust people. So this story time isn't even just about the entanglement, but it goes to show that you cannot trust the people who you think you can trust the most. Because of course me expected at some point me and the guy are gonna stop talking. You understand? Because this is a person in our relationship. It was never in my intention to break up a relationship, because I came there and saw it. But I never have no bad intentions. I never did I do no out of my way for ruining them relationship. It was just never that deep. I was always the person, to be honest, if he would say that, I was the person who was always telling him to like tell her the truth, because I know it's gonna hurt her. Even if she know, and the fact that it not be straightforward with her situation, it's gonna really hurt her. But yeah, that was my story time about my entanglements and his girlfriend finding out, because she did that speculate, and then the voice note them when the old voice note something took place, him basically tell her everything. Him tell her so we did attack, him tell her some used to go to him house. Him just did open up to her about so much things, because of course she found out at this point, and it don't make no sense him lie about nothing. And I honestly wanted him to do that from a long time. Like, I really wanted him to tell her straight up, say with the 2 hour talk. I never wanted him to hide it, because me as a female, I know what it's like to be hurt, or how she would have feel when she find out. So I really wanted her to know everything. You get what I say? What do you want her to know? But that was that. I'm not gonna talk about no more what happened for that situation there, but that was just that. And from my experience, I would never again date someone that I know is in a relationship, because I just alpha woman too much, and I felt a lot of guilt while I was doing that. You understand? I just feel guilty, like I know I do something when I just know just wrong, like you're not supposed to do this type of vibe, you know. So that was an entanglement. I say full of back and forth, but it was fun. As I say, I did learn enough, and it just a lot of things in it were lessons. I don't think there were any mistakes. It was more like a lesson to say, hey, you know, it was just so much things about the situation that I found really weird, and people within the thing that I found weird, like, you know. But hey, I can't trust people. People can be so fake, because I have no definite proof about who sent the voice notes, and I kind of have 2 people in mind, but one of them might say it can't be she. I don't feel like it's her. But then people can be so evil. But then I may say, when will the person, because that voice note was way up in my phone at that time when she get them there. So a part of me wants to say, is that person I think it is. It's like up until this day, I don't know who really sent those voice notes, to be honest, and who sent the message. I feel like saying I would think, because other stuff happened and the other person who might think as she wouldn't know that. She honestly wouldn't know that. She wouldn't know that. But anyways, that's that. They can't trust people, and you have to pick your poison. If you think you want to go back and forth with people, you can date people, man. But I would suggest that's not something for you to do. My guilty just killed me. I was happy, but a part of me was low-key uncomfortable because I know maybe something went wrong to me, and I know how it feels to be hurt. I never want her to feel that pain, knowing that I'm the person who is contributing to, you know, me entertain him, so it might hurt her, you get what I'm saying? So that was just that. It's the end of my story time. I hope you really enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comments. You know the vibe. That's on purpose.